left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. You had plenty of time, there was no rush, but it was your dream to be like us. You were in dreamland. Better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. Just better get it off. Yeah. Set it off. Look, it's almost over now, almost over now.
Now, from the home of the Raiders, since 2020, we're inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. And off we go from Allegiant Stadium. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
First carry for Joe Mixon. He's got room to run right at the start. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
It's a gain of 7.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Ready? Buffalo 18. Here we go. Start. Cowboy 80. Go.
Daniels now on first down. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 27.
A gain there of 27 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
First and 10.
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays, stay ahead of the chains.
From the 24 now, here is second and 6.
Let's go now. Now look. Ready.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal.
Pass the 60. Ready.
They'll run here with Mixon. A dive, and he's in. Go Mixon. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Yeah. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Is Ashton Genty. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 tackle. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
A really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Coleman. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for the Raiders. An even 40 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Got his man at the 6. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. What are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Here's Genty. Only a yard there. Tackle man at 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
McCarthy to the air on second down. Forced to his right.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. This quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight. He's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal.
Go! Cowboy 80. Check go.
On play action, here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
They're trying to answer that opening drive touchdown on the other side. So the offense stays out and they go for it on 4th and goal. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal.
19-yard
This about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And the Raiders are on the board. It's 7-3.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Good return as he takes it across the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll go play action here with Daniel. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Here we go. Set.
They put Strange in motion. They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, like, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to Mixon. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3.
Panther 60. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. Grupe's kick is good. And the Bengals go out to a 10-3 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown when you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
There is no worse feeling either coming back to the huddle or the sideline after a big drop, and that was a beautifully designed play, perfectly placed ball, and he just couldn't make the grab.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. That's big Christian Wilkins. He's in there to drop him, and it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Bengals on top. And we're back in Vegas after this. On 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt. Xavier Gibson, the Week 1 hero back in 2023, deep to return. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
At their own 45-yard line.
Got it. Ready? 18, Rattler. 18. Let's go now. Ready?
On 1st down, Daniels. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 19
yards right away to kick off this drive.
1st down.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. And you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat. Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
Go.
On the ground, it's Mixon. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
2nd and 10.
Ready? Mustang 19.
Now Daniels. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Ready up.
3rd and 10.
Buffalo 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready up.
They'll throw with Daniels. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he'll take this one in. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Bengals. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, like that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
This fielded at about the 9. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And they'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a foul.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Keep it on the ground with Genty.
Genty, the ball carrier. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. To throw is McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Bengals are going to take over just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. They're trying to work the screen with Mixon. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Ready, from just across the midfield stripe. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Daniel. This throw right is taken in by Flower. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10.
70.
Throwing is Daniel. He'll go right back to Flowers. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with.
It's a gain of 10.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
The 16-yard line.
Come on. Set, go.
On the handoff, it's Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Ready.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the 2nd straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
2 runs going in the wrong direction, and now it is 3rd and 15. They'll send their tight end left. 3rd and long, and here's Daniels. That one into the hands of Downs. And a good short tackle right there. Stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno. 60 Eagles.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, like, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
19 tight.
Here's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. That was very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Ready, break. Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Take off.
To the air once more is McCarthy. He's got his man. That's Coleman. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
On first and 10, it's Genty. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Let's go. Viking, 18.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Warrior 70. Check motion, go.
On second down, here's McCarthy. On the run to the right. He runs with it. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Here we go. 6, ready.
Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy. Quick throw, taken in. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Raiders. His 4th TD grab of the season. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Okay, break. Come on. Set. Ready.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. It's a big-time run by Mixon. 32 yards.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Cincinnati.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw with the pass is incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball. And I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
Ready, cut 19, 18.
Tight end on the move left. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
And that one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good, and their lead will stay right where it is. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. And this ball's going to go out of bounds, not the way you want to begin the second half. The football will be marked at the 40-yard line.
Let's go now. Cougar Nike, take go.
They'll start on the ground with Genty.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, set.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
A throw on the move is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll run with Mixon. And And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Now a handoff the tight end in the running game. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Crack on 80. 79.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Moving to his left.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Mustang 19. Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. Warrior 17.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. Won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3. But that mark shows. First down.
This defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy all game long. Comes through again there with a nice conversion to bring up first down.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
2nd and a yard. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
27, Raiders 10.
After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 2. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Dropping a minute, but can't steer it no more. Riding a wave and they chilling on shore. It's a used to be a rich when you're inside.
Here's a handoff to Gentry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9.
Cowboy 80.
Once again, it's Gentry. And the struggles in the running games continue. They take him down behind the line.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. When you you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. In this case, they do it for a loss.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts to talk things over before third down. They'll go again with Gentile. And that's not going to do it. They'll get about 3, but it's 4th and long coming up. The Raiders have their punt team out there.
In punt formation. Xavier Gibson on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Got it. Ready? 9.
On 1st down, Daniels. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught.
Line number 10. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
On the jump.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard.
Come on. Come on. Ready?
Now Mixon. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 15 yards.
They get 15 on that game. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
Now, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run a draw with Mixon. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. Not a whole lot happening there. Just a short pickup.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. Downs goes in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
13 yards.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The returner will get away from it, and it's going to be marked down at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll run with Genty. He is tough to bring down. They finally do. Somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. This one down the field, but it's lined up incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
The Raiders send their punt team out, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They will work the middle with Mixon. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henry. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
the bootleg. It's McCarthy. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds. From the 20, here's 2nd and 7.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Set to return is Xavier Gibson. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10 to the left side into the hands of Moore. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Last game.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Pick up a 14 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
On the RPO, a throw to Flowers. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the 1st down marker. That's a pick up at 9. He's going to set up 2nd and 1.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 25, here's 2nd down and a yard.
19 Wyatt. Mustang 19. Warrior 70.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. A short game down to the 7. And now the defense is going to take their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
Turn this TV off. Ain't want my type activity, so don't you get involved. Hey, what? I mean, should I seen them all. Take a whistle, take a trip, you know I'm tripping for my dog.
Trying to get here from the 7-yard line, second down and goal.
Here we go, Scott. Go.
Here's Daniels. That one, take it in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Groupie now, on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bengals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Oh, that is a duck on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Now a shot here, deep middle. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll try it now with Genty. He's got the 1st down inside the 45. And he will go all the way. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Vegas. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown.
That is on. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, let him do the rest.
They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw is McCarthy. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. But he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and
When a
9.
defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, The offensive line are the ones responsible for him, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
And now the Raiders faced with an important 2-point conversion
The
attempt.
Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He's got a man. That's caught. Give them the 2, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
You can just tell the teams that practice these end-of-game situations. After the offense scored, there was no big hoopla. They weren't throwing themselves a parade. They immediately knew they had to go for 2. Get back in the huddle, get their best play call executed, and we got a tie ball game.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. Gibson now on the return. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game. And he takes a big shot there on that return.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's first down.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Here we go, here we go. Viking, 18.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Quick slant, looked in by Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Final minutes, 1 timeout remaining. And it's first and 10. They go with Mixon. Uh-oh. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage. Struggling forward for a pickup of about 2. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Here is second and 7.
Buffalo 18. 2. 18, tied in.
They'll throw with Daniels. Pass right side to Downs. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the first down and preserve that final timeout. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing now. Daniel. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Marcus Jones now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now McCarthy moving outside the pocket. He's going to run it. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. He'll find Pinky out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Raider first down.
For the longest time, when you threw the ball to the running back, it was a check down, a swing, a screen, kind of short underneath where you relied on guys to run after the catch. But that's not the case anymore. So many of these running backs around the league, Mike, they can run routes, in a lot of cases, almost as good as the wide receivers.
This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players. And that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, as this one will come to an end. So, this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.